Let's open up, guys. Let's open up. No, madam.
We've contacted them. The GES itself is going to exhaust its procedures, and then the police will also take it up from there. Ours is to bring it to their attention and follow to ensure that justice is served.
So again, can you confirm the age?
I'm saying that from the reports, that is what we have now.
That's
we
just
haven't
13.
seen the records to know her exact age. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And also about the aged, you mentioned that plans are in place to construct an edifice for the aged. Can you talk more about that?
Thank you very much. If you remember, let me first of all use the opportunity to congratulate all the aged for keeping faith and trusting God and the system to this far. As a government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Her Excellency Professor Naana Ajiman, who has oversight responsibility over this ministry. There's a promise, a manifesto promise and a social contract with the people of Ghana that I'm going to construct 16 shelters. So out of these 16 shelters, the ministry is in contact with Her Excellency to ensure that at least 5 or so are allocated for the aged. And that is what, when we talk of shelters, it is not just for abused persons, but we have for abused persons and then the human trafficking as well. And then we have the adult shelters as well. And so we are going to allocate them per the needs and data available. So we are working with the statistics that's available. But the need to have aged homes is very, very, very crucial so that we can have longevity and then people don't retire and feel bored and then, die out of boredom. But we want to engage them and ensure that the policies and other things we put in place work.
And you also briefly touched on some of the things you've been able to achieve since you became gender minister here. You want to rehash on them?
Thank you very much. So like I said, we have, in terms of strengthening the legal frameworks, we have the gender policy. We also have the early childhood development, care and development policy. We have passed, and the President has assented to the Social Protection Act, which is in full force, which gives us the opportunity to coordinate all of the many social protection interventions in all ministries, departments and agencies. And then also we have the national gender policy and then the domestic violence policy as well. The bill is in the process of being reviewed. And so all of these things, then the Persons with Disability Bill is also being reviewed. We have the Anti-Witchcraft Bill, which is also in the process of going, it went through Parliament, got passed, but we didn't get the presidential assent. His Excellency, in engaging us, being the gender champion for the AU, has indicated that he's waiting for us to finish the processes and bring it to him for assent. So once Parliament approves it, he's going to assent to it.
On breast cancer, obviously October is a breast cancer awareness month. There are concerns that the entire country, we have only 2 facilities that is dedicated to treating persons living with cancer. Are there any plans here at the ministry to, change that?
Like I said, you heard the Vice President also reiterate that our ministry is everywhere, in almost every ministry, in every home. So you realize the issues that come up concerning our ministry comes from every home. What is happening is that this is basically on the health ministry, but we collaborate with them, just like we do with the National Health Insurance, which is a social intervention. And so we collaborate with them. We look at the plans they have and advocate for them to increase some of these things that serve people best, especially the vulnerable groups.
So beyond just launching what you've launched today around breast cancer, what are the plans? What's it going to look like throughout the month for the ministry?
Okay, so the ministry has planned a whole activities or lined up activities for the whole month. Some we are collaborating with stakeholders, development partners, and then the CSOs. We are collaborating with them. And some private sectors, we are also collaborating with the private entities to ensure that the month is used to create awareness and strengthen people's resolve to get the disease out of their system and eradicated, giving them the support base and the confidence to go out there and face the disease, that they are not alone. And so we are going to visit the prisons. And this screening is not the last of it. We'll be doing the screening at the prisons as well. And then we'll be going to the children's park, which is under our as part of our oversight responsibility. So at our management will be using the children's park to undertake some of the activities. Enhanced screening with certain groups of people or targeted groups of people will be done. And then we'll do the community engagements as well. So throughout the month, these are the activities that will be
Minister, let me take you back. With the arrest of the key university headmaster, any timelines? Should we expect any timelines?
No, this is it's purely the police. Once we've drawn their attention to it, and I want to take this opportunity to thank COP Lydia Donko, who is very passionate about this. She's on it. Normally, we don't even want to speak much about it for them to do their work, but I'm sure that she will be updating the public as she progresses. You see her do that often. She does the press briefing to keep the public updated.
But in a related...
Permits me to also ask, concerning the appeal to increase the feeding grants, going to increase to how much?
In fact, I keep saying that we are asking for 5 cedis. We are asking for 5 cedis, and we hope that we get it. But we are also mindful of where the economy is, where we are taking it from. Granted that we just received the increment to 2 cedis, and we've just done, I think, 1 or 2 disbursements on the 2 cedis. But we know that God willing, we'll have our desire met. So we are waiting for the final verdict.
So this is related to the KNUS, similar story to the KNUSC story, where a teacher has been caught at Okaja Krom Senior High School in the Oti region on camera sleeping with a student. Have you heard about it?
Okay, so social workers are bringing us situational reports on some of these things. Sometimes before it even comes to the public, our attention has been drawn to it, and so we start working on it before it even comes to the public. Others too, let me take the opportunity to thank the public for bringing it to our attention. Like I said, the ministry per its position is everywhere, but our eyes cannot be in every home. But the work the general public, the media, and everyone is doing to get us updated on some of these issues is helping a lot. And so we'll just want to pat the general public, the media, and everybody on the back. Keep doing it. The fact that it's being reported is even an improvement. It shows that we are making progress as a people. We are not seeing it as a normal behavior, but something that needs to be attended to. And then the ministry, in collaboration with its stakeholders, will ensure that justice is served.
So what do you intend to do about this story?
One is following the same thing. Once the social workers bring their report, it is forwarded to DOFSU or the CID, then they take it up from there. But we follow to ensure that the right things are done. Where we need to provide shelter because of the dangers surrounding it or the stigma, we provide shelter. So the first thing is to ensure that the victim is secure to avoid the victimization of the victim.
But as gender minister, what would you say to condemn these stories?
In fact, I mean, nobody, not even me, not because I am a minister, but no human being wants to, unless there's something really not right, wants to see anything inhumane being done to or meted out to another human being. And so we condemn it, in fact, without any excuse to say that maybe these were the conditions or something like that. We condemn the act. But for us, it is not just for us to condemn it. Our mandate, per our positioning, is not just to come out to condemn it, but to take steps to redress whatever it is that is happening. So we go beyond condemning it. We don't even have an option. We don't have an option but to ensure that the children and every victim is safe and secured in this country and perpetrators are brought to book.
Thank you so much.
I don't even want you to go there. You know what the laws of the land are. Even if you are underage and you offer yourself to a man and the man takes advantage of you, if you are the one who even went there, the law says that once you are underage, you should be protected, and that is all we do. As to whether the girl took the video or went there, don't let us justify abuse and all of these things going on. Sexual harassment and abuse is abuse and is sexual harassment. Don't make excuses for it, and let us be in awareness so that we can support people and protect them from being victimized and stigmatized, so that people will not be afraid to report. Thank you very much.